Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. I know it feels like it's honestly been a while, but we are going to release an episode on Memorial Day. If you are my US folks, I hope you guys are having a good day off. If you have the day off, and if not, well, I hope you have a great day in general. But we're going to be going into Tefereth, and we're going to try to beat the, God, I already forgot her name. Not Night of Despair, other one, Queen of Hatred, there we go. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, trying to beat that, and then we'll go maybe do a general invitation up here. Maybe go to the next one after we beat the puppets. You guys kind of let me know about kind of what was going on here. It was more of like the first class passengers were just kind of in stasis, so they didn't have to worry about the years and they could just be in stasis and travel. So there was that. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please let me know. I'm gonna try to get out to the point where I can release 4 videos a week. I've been having to do a little bit more traveling recently, but I'm closely getting that point. Almost did it last week. I just had to get up and I had to drive about an hour and a half, so I couldn't get another episode out on Friday, but I'm gonna try to do it this week. We'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. We're gonna go try to do the Queen of Hatred, and we're gonna try and use a couple different key pages here. We're gonna try to use, of course, Olga. And I do think I'm gonna use Jakan because the bleed just seems very good. Now, if we can't beat it this time, and I'm not going to particularly make anyone in particular who's which here, but we have Lyra and Sin who are going to help us out with this floor. We have Jakan's page, so I'm going to give that to Lyra. And then we have Sin. We got to be careful. We have to... I don't feel so bad using Jakan's page because this fight you have to beat quickly. I don't see any other way around it. And of course, I think I'm going to use Salvador for the extra burn damage. So I think that's good. Like I said, this is like got a bunch of burn on it. So if we get some burn and bleed and just kind of slowly tick her down. And then if that doesn't work, then we probably will try the our cleanup crew where we did last time. I think I've updated them a little bit. Where are they? There they are. We'll try these guys out and just do the burst damage. We were really close last time with that. So we're gonna try 2 different methods here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Queen of Hatred, how are you doing? All right, so now we gotta remember a couple different things about the Queen of Hatred. She has a couple of different things we need to remember here. So when the hysteria gauge is filled, transformed, the hysteria gauge rises upon losing clashes or being attacked by marked characters, and decreases upon winning clashes or attacking marked characters. So if she wins clashes, it goes down, or if she is attacked by marked characters, then it goes down. So it pings from left to right, we know that. All right, so no one is marked at the moment. We don't have to worry about that. So I want to get off as much bleed as possible. This is a 6 to 10. And it marks the target. Who do we want marked? I think I want Olga marked because Olga can help us keep it down, especially if Olga gets attacks off. So I think I want to go and try and do that. We can try and deflect it if possible. It's only 1 attack and she will hit us and we will be marked. So we'll go ahead and get some attacks going off. I'm going to go and say, yeah, that's going to be the clash there. Now we have some lower in numbers here. We can use a Jakan here, but I ideally want to hit with Jakan. So we may go for like a defensive die here, and we actually will clash with this. So let's pull that out. So we were pulling that. Let's put my numbers on real quick so I can actually see what's going on. Quick mode is off. And then we have, you know, the 3 dates here, and I think we might just do... Okay, we can't pull that away, unfortunately. Both of these are 2s. Do we have a defensive? No, not really. Now we can just go ahead and do a full-on assault here. I lied. No, we can't because we don't have light. That's the problem with this fight. We don't have enough light here. Oh boy. All right, so yeah, ideally I would like to pull this 2 away, but it's just not gonna happen. So we could use an evade, and that just in case that evade die carry over. And then I do, ooh, yeah, right. The light, man. I want to get as much bleed on here as possible, but we could use the defense die, but it's not gonna be that much. I think this is kind of what we have to go with at the moment. We're just low on light. Do we have any 1s or 0s? We do have some 1s or 0s in here. Flash the sun up. We can go get some burn on, which I think I'm a-okay with doing. And if Olga will have attack pretty heavily next turn. Do we want to use the bleed? Yeah, I honestly pretty much want to get as much on her as possible. We have 2, so, you know, inflict bleed next scene. Yeah, let's just go and do that. Let's do as much damage as we can. And I want to pull, which we're not going to pull that die away because this is a higher speed die. Yeah, we can't pull away a 2. This is, I mean, if we go ahead and do that, it's gonna pull away. We can do flash of sun on that and still pull that away. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. All right, let's go ahead and roll it. All right, so defense. Wow, that actually got through. Okay, that got through. And that got through. Okay, fine. Fair enough. No evading. Let's just go get some bleed on you. Hopefully Olga will clash. Of course not. Unlucky rolls. I think we had some pretty unlucky rolls last time we tried to do this, and it was pretty rough. Okay, then we have Flash of Sun up. I think I messed up that Flash of Sun up there somehow. Okay, so we have a marked target. Let's go ahead and look at this. So the marked target is being hit. Can we pull away any of these attacks? Yes, absolutely, we can pull away these attacks. So we want to go ahead and try and... So gain +5 power if the attack is one-sided. So we don't want it to be one-sided, so we'll pull that away. That doesn't gain any power, which is good. Can we pull this one away? Yeah, absolutely, we can. We can do another defense die, which we can just block that. And we want Olga to go full send Olga and absolutely destroy Queen of Hatred if we can. We do have 4 to 8 going on here, so we could do... Man, if we just had a little bit more light. Just a little bit more. We gotta get through an 8. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough, and I don't think we can do it unless we do Crack of Dawn here. We can try to throw an invade die at it, but yeah. So what are we not pulling away? We're not pulling away this attack, which is unfortunate. So no matter what, as long as we don't, well, I mean, one side doesn't really matter here, at least for this one. So I think I'm gonna use this and just do one-sided. Now, I did pull that away, get that, right? Yeah, because we don't want the one-sided. And then Fierce Onslaught. It's not gonna do a lot. So we might as well try to throw a Gamble and try to Clash, because clashing helps a lot too. We want Olga to at least hit, so we can take away some of the pink stuff going on here. All right, so we had, I think, a Clash. I have no exact idea what actually has happened there. Got some more bleed. Got some more bleed. Perfect. All right, so I think that was a deflect. I don't know what that noise was, honestly. All right, so we aren't gonna win this. They're weak. Max damage. The screen should go. Ah, yeah, not right. That dice carried over, but we got through it. Perfect. 150. Get some Flash of Sun. Get some more burn on them. There we go. Granted, the pink screen is almost up, so I think I misunderstood. So it decreases upon winning clashes or attacking. Oh, I did opposite. Yeah. Okay. Classic safe move. Not reading things properly. It's fine. We don't have a marked character here, so she is going to transform, which basically means we are not in a good position. We kind of want her to I don't want Olga to break, in all honesty. That would be not good. Mark's target. Can we somehow win this, like, let her win this clash here? I mean, I want to get bleed on her. We throw 0. Jacon's at 20. I think it should be okay. And then restore to light. Can we pull that away? It's a 3. We can pull this one away. Sure. I think we'll do that. Pull that away. Maybe that'll, like, cause Queen of Hatred to win some clashes. So we want her to win this. Lower max value of last die by 3. Okay. So I'm gonna throw... I'm just gonna try to throw some burn. Granted, we can't pull that attack away, so no matter what, it's gonna hit. That's fine. We can work with that. And let's just try to do as much damage as possible. Let's just try to get some burn on. Granted, we don't have a lot of light on here, so we need to kind of really decide what we want to do here. Protection? Yeah. Well, we don't have light. I'm gonna go and use Searing Sword. I'm just gonna go for burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for burn. We have 0, so we can restore light there, so we'll just throw that at you. And then we're just gonna do as much damage as possible. So we're just gonna... I'm not gonna pull away a die. I think we're just gonna let Jacon handle that. Granted, we want... Actually, we may want Salvador marked. But we can't pull that away, so Salvador can't pull that away. Can't do anything about that. We're just gonna have Olga go for it. Just do as much damage as possible. So that one got pulled. I don't want it to get pulled. I'm gonna have Salvador actually pull that one away. And we'll just do Flash of Sun up and pull this away so Olga can just do a full send on it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, we're gonna have, like, hopefully the gauge will go down. Flash, you win that clash, wins that clash. Then we can go ahead and get some damage off. Perfect, 92. Jacon will probably die. I know that's not actually Jacon, but okay, so the gauge went down. Now, is this where we have, yeah, this is where we have the all-out attack here. Oh boy. 13 of 13. We have 3 light to work with. We could possibly, yep, we can deflect with that. That's good. We'll deal with that. Can't do another feather shield, but we'll restore some light here. if the attack is one-sided. This is going to be one-sided unless we can pull it. So we need Olga to pull this attack. Granted, we have to... Oh, boy. Do we have enough light? No, we don't. We would have to use flip the table and gamble. Flip the table has a total of 12, which isn't going to be enough for that. That's 12 as well. So if we don't want Olga... Jakan is just kind of out of luck, I think, unfortunately. And then we have... Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. So we need this. So this isn't one-sided. I mean, granted, it's going to hit no matter what. So I think I'm misunderstanding how these attacks work because they don't necessarily have a line going to. So if I click this and this, they don't really clash with each other per se. But I think I have to have the page at least look at it so we can deflect it. And all these attacks are going to go towards Jakan. And we have... Can we get through this? I think maybe we can. Yeah, Jakan's going to die no matter what. There's no getting around that. Okay, I'm going to send it. We're gonna be able to not worry about that. Jakan died. And now we're going to have a one-sided attack, basically. Get some burn. Get some damage. Okay, we're at 58. Do some more damage. 52. Okay. Moment of truth. We have possibly 2 staggers. Oh, gee. So what do we got? Marks the target, lowers the dice, and then on gain power is one-sided. We don't want this one-sided, so we can have Olga clash with that. So you won't gain power from that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Salvador. I am going to defend. I think we'll be okay doing that. 6 to 10. Granted, we won't on clash lose lower. Yeah, so let's try to clash with this one. Granted, this is going to be one-sided, and it's 6 to 10 damage. But we can't pull that away, but it's best to do that. I think, maybe. Oh, boy, this is going to be... I don't like how close this is. I'm going to try to use a flash of sun up. We can't... that is still one-sided. Yeah, that's still going to be one-sided no matter what. We just need to do as much damage as possible. I'm going to send that, and let's hope that's what's going to protect us here. So we're going to... Yep. Max damage, that's fine. Salvador's still up. But Olga go through, do some damage. Good, good, good. 34. Come on. 26. 20. We can get there. Come on, Salvador. You got this. Oh, barely on the... Okay, Salvador. Get some bleed. Did we get it? Oh, it's so close to 8. Okay. Maybe we can just full send Olga and get this done. So, if the attack is one-sided, we don't want it one-sided. So, we do know those are going to clash. Yeah, we're fine with clashing that. We can make that work. We have no light there. We have Salvador can't use anything. This is literally... Oh, wait, no. It was automatically assigned for some reason, which is the only thing we can do. Yeah, we just got to send that. We got to hope Olga gets the kill here. Okay, wait. There it is. Okay, we got her. Man, that is a tough fight. I mean, you have to make sure she doesn't transform, because if she transforms, you're basically done. And we got some Tefrov story. Okay. Not this, not that.
좀 도와줄까?
Need a hand?
혼자서도 충분히 가능해.
Okay, Tefrov being independent as usual.
보기만 해도 어려울 것 같은 책들이네. 다 읽은 거야?
Looking at the covers. I mean, I guess that is natural sciences, so I mean, fair enough.
뭐야?
Sort of. Quantum physics, cell biology. Oh yeah, I'm not speaking my language.
책 위에 어려운 말들을 가득 적어뒀네.
The sciences, when I was studying in college, the sciences when I got to those is what made me switch my majors.
이곳의 책은 제목만으로 정직하게 알아보기가 힘드니까.
Okay.
게다가 정상적인 책을 구하기도 힘들고.
그러고 보니 도서관에 굴러다니는 책 대부분은 완성된 문장이 별로
So
없었지.
even these books are still being filled out? Is that what
보는
I'm...
사람에 따라 책의 완성도를
Yeah, okay.
결정하는 거야. 처음부터 불완전한 책도 있지만.
Are we talking about unreadable from the perspective of not understanding its contents?
읽으면 사라지는 책과 사라지지 않는 책의 차이도 그 완전성과 관련 있는 거야?
Some books disappearing upon reading while others don't?
정확히는 모르겠지만 책은 완전히 읽혔다와 읽히지 않았다로 구분하는 듯해.
Okay.
완벽히 읽어 책으로서의 기능을 다한 책은 사라지는 거지.
Interesting. So if it has been read and understood, it disappears.
나 그런 비슷한 거 아는데. 빛은 관측 여하에 따라 입자이기도
So the book's made of light?
하다며.
Is that kind of what we're
관측의
getting
여부에
at?
따라 형질을 바꾸는 그런 원리인가?
Okay. Depends on the reader.
나도 몰라. 제대로 알지도 못하면서 조금 안다고 막 붙이지 좀 마.
Why are you so full of hate?
어차피 이것도 특이점처럼 얼렁뚱땅 작동하겠지. 그냥 그런가 보다 싶을 뿐이야.
Roll with it. Okay, fair enough.
엄청
Sometimes you just gotta roll
당당하게
with it. Roll the
모른다고
punches.
말하는 거?
Seem very proud of your ignorance.
모르는 건 모르는 거야. 그래도 이곳으로 오는 책들은 제대로 읽고 관리하고
I mean, that is good.
있어.
You know, Tefros doesn't do the fake it till you make it type deal. Tefros is one of the people who's like, hey, I don't know, but you can teach me. Or, hey, let me, like, help me understand. Instead of, like, nodding and, kind of like people just nodding, like, yeah, and then they ask you a question kind of a little bit later. Yeah, anyway. So make a question read.
같은 책이어도 읽을 때마다 그 내용이 달라지니까. 한 책의 모든 내용을 숙지하는 건 꽤 반복적인 일이라고.
Understanding a book is completely is a repetitive process. I mean, yeah, reading it over and over and over again.
그리고 언제까지나 내용을 모르고 있는 건 짜증나니까.
읽을 때마다 그 내용이 달라진다라. 그래서 같은 책이 여러
Oh,
번
that
치는
okay.
것이고.
That's why when we burn books, they all have different things in them. The contents of the book is the same. Well, okay, no, the content is different. Maybe,
잘은 모르겠지만
maybe,
네가
Yeah.
말한 빛의 특징이 싫진 않아.
because like when we burn the books, we can kind of generally see what could be in the book, but when we burn it, the contents are different. They have a general idea of what's in it, but not every one of those is going to be the same.
바라봐주는 것으로 바뀔 수 있다는 건 조금 낭만적이니까. 에녹도 내가 곁에 있어준 것만으로
Yeah, Enoch.
의미가 있었을까?
The first time we've mentioned Enoch?
에녹?
Yeah, okay, that's what I was about to say. I think that's the first time this has been mentioned.
예전에 티페리트는 둘이었어. 너와 말쿠투가 말하던 두 번째 삶 말이야. 우리 둘은 첫 번째 삶에서도 함께였지.
I'm actually surprised Enoch didn't come back. Granted, he wasn't at the end of the game. Kind of discontinued. Or discontinued? Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm pretty sure that was her brother, but
에녹은 첫 번째도 두 번째에도
was it her brother?
내 곁을 떠나버렸지.
I don't remember.
두 번이나 차이다니 안타깝군. 그래도 기운 차려. 다들 헤어지고 나서도
I
잘
really hope
살더라.
Roland gets.
에녹은
Yeah, I was about to say Roland died. He died.
에녹은 그런 가벼운 말로 표현할 수 있는 존재가 아니었어.
No, wait. He wasn't her brother. They were just kids that kind of were close in the back streets.
아, 정말 죄송합니다.
I'm pretty sure. I think I'm not misremembering
제가 너무
correctly.
경솔했습니다.
I really don't think she cares too
괜찮아.
much. Yeah, I was about to
그래도
say.
두 번째 에녹을 떠나보낼 때 에녹은 의미를 찾을 수 있을 거라 믿었거든. 우리 삶에 의미가 있을 거라고.
Yeah, I really didn't pick up on that. I didn't really pick up on the information of what their actual connection was in terms of relation.
모두가 쉽게 죽지만 분명 아무 의미 없이 죽기 위해 태어난 것은 아니라고 믿고 있었지.
어려운 이야기인걸. 그 의미는 찾았어?
아마도? 그리고 내가 부여받은 의미는 빛을 완전하게 해서
With light so it can be
제대로
used
사용할 수
properly.
있도록 하는 거야.
It really wasn't used properly the first time.
다들 전부터 빛이라고 하는데 대체 그게 뭐야?
로보토미의 특이점에 대해 들었지?
So, okay, Lobotomy Corp's singularity.
뭐 대강은
Acknowledge that physically manifests the
마음을
mind.
물리적으로 구현하는
Yeah, the
기술이라고
cogito.
들었어?
맞아. 물리적으로 발현한 마음이 다시 비정령의 상태로 사람들에게 스며들 수도 있는 거야.
그럴 수도 있겠네.
로보토미사는 도시 사람들의 병든 마음을 치유하기 위해 빛을 모았어.
So, they'll once again experimented on people. Well, not really people, experimented on abnormalities. That it ended up killing a bunch of people, but it's still, the energy. So I guess the energy that we were collecting was the light, right? It had to be. Yeah. So when we gathered, what was it? What was the energy called? It had a proper name. I can't remember off the top of my head. That was technically the light I think we were gathering.
겉으로는 에너지 회사라는 명분이 있었지.
Well, never mind. Wait. Of course, all the while operating an energy company, so we produced the boxed energy, which actually provided energy to the... But no, the light was a different thing. Yeah, okay, there we go.
될 정도로 에너지는 어떻게 모은 거야? 사람으로부터 끄집어냈나?
Pulled it out of monsters. Yeah.
지점의 부작용으로 환상체라는 괴물들이 생겨났거든.
Side effect. They were created as a side effect of Larry.
환상체라는
Okay.
존재를 관리함과 동시에 환상체는 에너지를
Echinephrine.
평화했지.
Yeah, there it is.
엔케파
뭐? 엔케팔린 전지가 괴물에서부터 나온 거라고?
Oh, and I guess they knew about it. I mean, like, it was energy provided by the city, so for the city.
진짜 엔케팔린 라이터로 여러 번
Oh, that's kind of a funny relation. You basically... What, did he use monster juice to light his smoke? Is that what I kind of got from that?
엄밀히 말하면 사람이지. 사람이 환상체가 되었으니까.
Humans that are turned into abnormalities.
마음으로부터 나온
Creatures
괴물이란
born out of
거.
human mind.
그 괴물들을 관리하는 과정에서
Oh, yeah.
만나
Lots of them.
직원들은 죄다
You have
죽어나갔을
no
거고.
idea. There was a lot of death.
맞아. 그렇게 로보토미에서는 엔젤라가 말하던 무대가 펼쳐진 거야.
도시답구만.
Quite typical of the city.
사람을 치유하기 위해 사람을 줄창 죽여대던 회사.
I guess we weren't the first company to do that.
날개 들어있는 괴담의 클리셰야.
난 다른 날개들에 대해서는 잘 모르지만 역시 그렇겠지?
Well, now I want to know about the other wings. What kind of weird experiments are they doing in the background?
그렇고 말고.
I mean, we kind of got a general of W Corp.
그 반복을 끊고 싶었던 거야. 우리는.
That's kind of like we want to
그
break.
반복을 끊을 수 있게 해주는 게 바로
Might be-
빛이라는 거고.
Okay, and the light being the means to achieve that.
강제로 사람들을 세뇌하려 한 것 같은데.
They're trying to brainwash people with it or something.
그런 단순한 얘기가 아니야.
No, healing the mind.
그거야 뭐 생각하기 나름이지.
And our perspective, kind of like looking at a book.
나도 이런 큰 줄기만 알아.
I was gonna say, they don't really know the whole thing. I mean, that was kind of Carmen and A's thing. I guess Angela kind of does, because it's Carmen's mind.
그래서 나도 보고 싶어. 정말 이런 반복을 되풀이하고 있는지. 엔젤라와 마찬가지로 세상에 대해서 아는 건 별로 없거든.
I mean, Angela's still learning about the world, too.
맡겨만 주십시오.
Miss Tiff? Oh, I have a feeling that's not gonna go well.
적당한 책들을 가지고 올 테니.
I don't know, the next line, please don't call me that. Oh, nope, she didn't care. All right, well, kind of want to be right,
행동으로
but oh well.
보여줘.
You just kind of didn't care about that. Oh, neat. All right, so we can have 4 employees here now. So if you want to be at the floor of natural sciences, please let me know and I will gladly get you added. I think there were some that requested, so I will have to go back through my comments and check. But just let me know in the comments down below and we'll get you added. All right, so new assignment has been added. And there it is, love, justice, and hate. All right, so in the name of love, justice, here comes Magical Girl, single ally. After winning a clash using an offensive die, a random ally recovers 3 to 5 HP. After winning clash using a defensive die, a random ally recovers 2 to 4 stagger resist. And then we have justice. If I'm on the side of good, then someone has to be on the side of evil. Without someone to play the villain, I can't exist. The enemy who dealt the most damage to allies on the previous scene is marked as a villain. Deal plus 3 to 5 damage when attacking the villain. And then finally, hate. She vowed to love everything in the world, but all that was left was a collapsing heart. Single ally. After losing a clash, take 2 to 4 stagger damage and gain 1 strength next scene, up to 2 per scene. After losing 3 clashes in a single scene, reduce the cost of the most expensive page on the hand by 1, once per scene. All right, so we got that done, and we also have another one to go. And if I have any, yep, Knight of Despair. All right, that's what I thought. So the Tefrath has a theme of, it's gonna be, what, the 4, what do they call them? The 4 kings? The 3 kings? I can't remember what this trio was called in Lobotomy Corp, but yeah. Do we want to go and try and fight this? Maybe? I guess? I think I'm gonna take the lead off though and maybe go for our piercing. Where's our piercing at? I think I might do Oscar instead just because we're doing a new one. We might as well try to go ahead and get it over with. We have Love, Justice, Hate. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's go to Knight of Despair and see what we have for us. All right, so Knight of Despair, we have a couple of things on the ground here. Got some of the swords. Knight of Despair is got it protected. Looks like, okay, so the swords are what's going to be attacked now. So Loyal Protection cannot be targeted, does not act. Sorrow, give tears to a random sword every 3 scenes. If the character is staggered, activates the scene after. Despair, when a sword with tears takes lethal damage, falls in despair next scene. I'm not done reading that. Come back. Hello? Come back. Thank you. Can I want to read all of that. There we go. When the abnormality falls into despair, all swords fully recover HP and stagger resist, and use special combat pages. A broken heart. If all swords impale the abnormality in despair state, become staggered and target the next scene. What is this over here? What is going on here? What is all this magical? Okay, so tears. Gain speed die. Okay, so this is the tears buff. Respite. Enter a state of suspension upon taking lethal damage. Revise after 2 scenes. Okay. And then pierces despair. If this fails to deal any damage to the target while despair state, the sword will impale the Knight of Despair, dealing damage to her. Okay, so this is tears. I'm assuming we'll see when it gets into despair. Oh boy, there's a lot to remember here. Despair, when a sword with tears takes lethal damage, falls into despair. Okay, so we have to do damage to it even when it gets in despair. Oh no, if it fails, so when we know they're in despair, we need to make sure they don't do damage to us. Okay. All right, so let's go roll the die. This is gonna be a lot to remember, but well, I'm sure we can figure it out. So we're doing pretty high evade. The die deals damage equal to dice value of the target's max HP. Ow. Okay, then we just have some standard stuff here. Do we have... I'm gonna take this and just kind of defend that. I think that's a good one. Ooh, and there's a one-sided attack here. Can we pull that away? No, we can't. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna get one-sided on Salvador, which is unfortunate. Are you weak to anything? No, you just kind of exist. When you do combat start, what does this do? Inflicts fragile? Ugh. I'm gonna throw this on this, and then we're gonna try and do an evade. That's 2 to 4 evade. I mean, we have a chance of hitting that. Or we can just like try to do on clash win. Well, we don't have the light for that yet. Draw 1 page. I mean, we could try that. I don't think we have. Yeah, we're not doing damage right now. I'm gonna try to pull that. That should give us power and probably beat that. I don't like how Salvador's being absolutely brutalized here. We can't pull these die away either. Like these are just stuck on Salvador, so I might need to let Olga handle this one then. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to let Olga handle this one, unfortunately. To discard a page with lowest cost, we're not gonna be able to get all these. Actually, no, we could. No, we can't because we only have 3 speed. Boo. I'm gonna try and deflect this. I don't think it's gonna go well, but we need to make sure Salvador doesn't take a bunch of damage here. All right, so we use Feather Shield. We'll get some burn, and then we'll what? Do we use the evade die? That's a low evade die, man. I don't know. Flash of Sun was really the only option though. Unless... No, what we need to do is we need to pull this one. There we go. That's better. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. We're not gonna pull this one though. That's still gonna be one-sided. Man, decisions. Let's do Flash of Sun up here. We may have the opportunity to break through it, but yeah, most likely that evade die is gonna carry through. So let's go ahead and roll the die. Let's see how this is gonna go. Max damage, cool, but we still took, you know, no damage there. Got through it. Okay, good stuff. Taking plenty of stagger damage. Unfortunately, I think Olga is starting to slowly make it, that page is starting to slowly make its way out, but it still does a lot of damage. So okay, max damage, good, doing good in there. And then we got some piercing, good. All right, so we've done damage to the swords, not too bad of a round. Olga did take some stagger damage, and Olga's being absolutely assaulted. Right, what do we have here? We do have Crack of Dawn. I'm gonna give 2 protection. I am gonna pull. So the evade, does the evade die cancel the? I don't think it does. If I remember correctly, I don't think it does. We do need to pull the 5 though. So we do have Oscar that can pull the 5. We do have an evade. What is an evade of 2 to 4? I should have saved this with the bonus attack, but yeah, let's pull that. And then 2, yeah, I think we can, on Clash win. 3 to 7, that's a 2 to 9 evade. I think I might pull this one. It's kind of the same amount of damage there. And then we do have We're gonna, yeah, on use, we're gonna give the protection to allies. That's gonna go first. And I think I'm gonna go, it's a 7 to 18, so that should hit. I'm gonna pull this one away. We'll have Olga deal with a 4 here. It shouldn't be too terrible. I think we'll do that, and then we'll do Gamble. And we'll pull Gamble on, what sword should we take out? Probably the one in the back, right? Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll just use the zeros over and source some light. All right, we'll do that. Okay, max damage. Ow. Well, that's fair enough. Well, we got some burn on you. That's fine. I did not expect me to get through that. That's okay. Got through that and then deflect that. Not deflect, but clashed. That was a clash. Okay, got some damage off there. Get through you. Stagger, max damage. So we want to take this thing out. So we staggered it. It's going to go into despair once we get to lethal. All right, so we do have our first Queen of Hatred here. In the name of love, justice, here comes Magical Girl. Restoring HP is going to be really good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have defensive die here. So I'm going to put that on Salvador. So that way we can either get HP or we can get Stagger back. So I think that's pretty good. Man, they're going for Olga again. We can pull this away. So, you know, we can restore some Stagger by just, you know, picking this page and flashing with something like that. And then Searing Sword. I'm just going to go in the back here and take that out. Because if this fails to deal any damage to the target while in despair state, the sword will impale the Knight of Despair, dealing damage to her. Yeah, so we want these to impale. Does... When the Admiral falls into despair, all swords fully recover HP. Broken Heart, if all swords impale the Abnormality despair state, becomes staggered and targetable next scene. What puts her in despair? Oh, okay. When sword with tears that takes lethal damage falls into despair next scene. Oh, so we want to do lethal damage to them. Oh, I see. Okay. You kind of have to do this. You can't just do one at a time. All right. I got it. So we need to focus on these two swords. Maybe get this one low enough. Maybe. I think that's too much. So I might try to attack this one now. Do that, and then we can pull this away from Olga taking so much damage. And do, like, what? Evade? Sure. Pull that away. Then we can pull this one away, let Olga do some damage. Because we do have a pretty heavy attack here. That's most likely just going to absolutely destroy that attack there. Daring Decision. I'm just going to go ahead and pick that one out. We don't want you to take that. We want you to take that. There we go. And once again, I'm going to, unfortunately, do the wrong thing. There we go. Perfect. All right, that's what we want. Okay, so, yep, clash. Max damage on their side, of course. And then we got max damage on our side, so that's fine. Okay, so should get a deflect, so that should heal. That didn't deflect. And then we got that, so I think someone restored stagger, I think, maybe. So it's gonna stagger good. Let's not kill. I don't think it'll kill. Ooh, maybe. Okay, not lethal, but okay, it is gonna go into lethal state because, well, this one's gonna be close. Okay, so that's gonna fall in despair. All right, wait. I think I'm getting it. We're getting close. Enemy who deals the most damage to allies in the previous scene becomes the villain, deals when attacking the villain. Okay. We'll put that on Olga. Olga does a lot of damage. Okay. So you... Okay, you've got tears. Gain speed die using special pages. Okay. This is in despair. I'm assuming because of this. If it doesn't deal damage, it's gonna pierce. Okay. We want to take this one out on over here. What are you doing? You got the special pages. Can we pull? No, we don't have any defense pages there. You don't have any defense pages either. This is 1 to 7. I mean, that's not gonna be great. We'll clash with that. We can't. We can pull this with Salvador. I think I'll do Flash of Sun Up. Yeah, we'll try to do Flash of Sun Up. I don't think it's going to work too well, but we'll try it. And then we'll Searing Sword. Actually, no, lied. We're going to do this one on you. We'll have Olga attack you. That should be enough to take it out. And then we don't have enough light, unfortunately. And I don't think we're going to do enough damage to get through this one. Maybe we're going to try it. We do have Oscar as well. So let's do like on Clash win. Would that be better for this clash? Because if we get on clash win, we restore one light. So let's try that. And let's just do that as well. So let's try to do as much damage. Let's get everything into despair if possible. Evade. That's going to carry over. Clash with that. Do flash the sun up. Do some burn damage. Max damage. There we go. Man, Oscars can do some serious damage. That's for sure. Yep. So that one's going to be in despair. Staggered. And so they can't attack. Okay. That one's low. We're just going to kind of wail over them for no reason at this point. So they're all fatally... Okay. So are they in despair state? Is that what that means? So we just can't let them do damage, and then they'll all pierce Knight of Despair. So what attack is this doing? Okay. If this fails to do any damage, the target the sword will impale. So it can't... Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay, so I want... We don't have a lot of defense page. I should have probably taken more defense. I mean, great. I didn't know what we were getting into here. Actually, I don't think there's a way for us to prevent this. I don't think there's a way for us to... I mean, we can boost the defense. We can boost the die here. On combat start, I want to do that. That's going to boost our die. So the best chance of us not getting damaged here is doing that. This is going to do damage no matter what, unless we somehow get really lucky on that one. And then we could try to pull this one. It's 5 to 10. Can Olga do anything about that? I don't think we're going to be able to handle this. Yeah, I don't think we can manage this, unfortunately. I think no matter what, like if we get really lucky on some die rolls, but I think people are going to take damage here. I think, maybe. Yeah, okay, so damage was done, so it's not going to pierce. That's unfortunate. Max damage, though. Okay, can we get through the next one? Yes, we can. So that one's going to... Okay, so that one's going to pierce her. That's good. So that one pierced. Good. Now, can we defend? No, we can't. Ah, that's a bummer, man. Okay, so we got one that pierced. Which means we can do damage to the Knight of Despair, but I think that means that she can attack as well. No, okay, it doesn't. So one is pierced. So what does that mean? So Despair, when a sword takes little damage, falls in despair, blah, 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 yep. When Admiral falls in despair. So they all recovered HP, that's fine. So, okay, it's fine. We're still in the clear. We're okay. It wasn't as ideal as we wanted it to be. Oh, wait, never mind. All of them are in despair. Okay. So they will stay in a state of despair until we can block all these attacks here. 5 to 10 damage, 3 to 7. That is the best bet to block that one there. This is going to be... Oh, boy. I mean, that's 3 attacks, so we need 3 attacks to possibly counter that. So have Olga do that. And then just do damage to the swords as much as we can. I took that away. We don't want that. I want to defend that as much as possible. The evade die is not that good for this attack, unfortunately, so we can't do that. We'll just do as much damage as possible here. I've got to stop. I need to fix the speed. The problem I have with speed dive is that I assign it to the person I want to take the attack first, which causes me issues. Restore 1 light, sure. We'll do that, why not? 4, and once again, I'm pulling away the attack I want to actually try to defend from. Which I think we were doing the spear. No, why would I do the spear? That's not 3 attacks. Did I take it away from Olga again? Yes. Okay, is that what I want to do? I think, yeah, maybe. All right, sure. Yeah, we're not defending that, unfortunately. That's max damage. That's really, really unfortunate. Defend. Clash, come on, one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that one's gonna pierce. Good. Yeah, that's one more we don't have to worry about. Okay, good. The next one we failed on, so that's fine. Okay. So how are we gonna handle this? What attack are you doing? You're doing a 5 to 10. We need something incredibly high, like a 6 to 18. I like that. And I think I'm gonna save the light. I think we're just gonna see if that clashes or not. I think that is the best one we have to possibly. If we had the page that increases our attack, then you know that would have been good. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this roll. We're gonna see if it clashes or not. We need a high. Come on, we can do it. Yeah, 18. That's right. Max damage. Get out of here. Okay, so the last sword's gonna pierce. Good. Okay, so now the Knight of Despair is targetable. Perfect. And now, oh, whoa, look at that. There's a little broken glass effect there. Okay, so as much damage as possible, just send it. Full send. Yeah, just everything you got, guys. Flash of Sun, I'm sure that's all we've got left. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of light here, so we're gonna have to use Sparking Spear probably, and then we can use a Wait Up to restore some light. All right, and then send it. And then we'll probably get a stagger here, if I had to guess. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting a stagger here. 100%. Doing a ton of damage. So I wonder if everything kind of restores if I don't do enough damage over time. I mean, granted, she's gonna be staggered. Oh no. Really? The stagger didn't matter? So you've got, okay, if you want to win this, you have to, oh, that's a bummer, man. If you want to win this, you have to, really? I mean, I guess this is a fight that I can come back to, but still. Okay, well, I'm gonna go through this process again and see if we can beat it, but I really doubt it at this point. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately, this is a loss. Man, I was not expecting all the swords to come back. I mean, I kind of understood the fact that they would heal, but like looking at Knight of Despair, if the swords impale the abnormality's despair state, it becomes staggered and untargetable. Where is it? Is it Sorrow? Give Tears? No. Lord Protection cannot be targeted. Restore for Tears takes lethal damage, falls in despair. Well, okay, so when the abnormality falls in despair, all swords fully recover HP and stagger resist. Use special combat pages. Yeah, I didn't see anything about that they come back. Interstate suspension upon taking lethal damage revives after 2 scenes. Oh, okay. So the state of suspension upon taking lethal damage revives after 2 scenes. So so they pierced her. She got staggered, and they once the I mean, no matter what, when the stagger is over, she gets unstaggered. So you basically need to kill her in 1 shot. Is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm just gonna let. Unfortunately, Oscar's gonna get taken down. Yeah, man, that was, oh, I felt so good about in the middle of that, and then it all fell apart. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on that one. I think I'm gonna get some little bit stronger pages. I think we could do it, but yeah, I'm gonna wait just a little bit. We're gonna continue on, get some better books and stuff like that. Speaking of books, I don't think we actually got any of the puppet books done, so let's go ahead and do that. We have a weighty puppet and then a ton of just regular puppets, so we're just all of them. Oh yeah, right. I can only do 20 at a time, so you know that's fine. Anything good? Anything good at all? I don't know. I think you guys said there were some decent pages in the puppet one. So we've got a puppet page. Oh, that's kind of terrifying. We got repressed flesh. So we got our first counter, which is good. So 37 counter. Reduced power of target's current defensive die hit. Yeah, I mean that could be very good. Got to figure out what we can use that for. But we're gonna use all these down to 2. Because typically I like to keep 2. So we'll do that. Get any other of our missing pages. I don't think at this point we're missing much from the puppet page, but we got a little bit more. So yeah, we got a lot of just different attacks. Good. And we can see here that we've basically got everything except a couple of the things here and there, but otherwise that is good there. So, well, what's next? Well, we could do an invitation. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time for invitations, so this may be a little bit of a shorter episode. We did 2 of the abnormality fights, so I know we didn't get complete 1, but I'm going to try to play with some builds here in a second, so I'm going to see if there's anything I need to change, and maybe we can prepare a little bit better for the Knight of Despair. Okay, so I did a little bit of work here. Raptor, Netzak, and Meatbag have 3 new pages. By Meatbag, I'm having new, but it's just Marge's page, but we've updated a little bit, just in case. So I probably need to update the actual attacks a little bit. But for the most part, we've updated the passives and everything. I think I actually want to get some of the flame, some of the same stuff that, what's your name? Salvador has. So I'll update that eventually, but we also made a puppet page. Netzak is wearing it, and then Raptor is wearing a Pamela page. And we made it to where it's kind of like a piercing page. Not as good as Oscar, but it still is a good piercing page, just as a backup crew. And then I think I might have, I don't know if this is going to stay on Netzak's floor. We may change it to maybe Hod. Hod still has a lot of good abnormality bonuses. So we're going to, actually no, Hod is our main floor. So we'll move these guys back eventually. I completely forgot about that. Anyway, and then we may, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to try to make sure we use our teams as much as possible. I know we've kind of been using one over the course of the entire series, but that is fine. All right, so actually, you know, I'm going to look at it. I actually am going to try to do one more fight. So we're going to get through some story and do a fight real quick. So I'm going to get everyone set back up, and then we'll jump into the next one after the puppets. Okay, there we go. The team is all back together now. So let's go ahead and go to invitation, and we're gonna go to this one right here, the one next to the puppets, and we're just gonna register our books. So I believe we just, no, that's books of the day. We won't click on that. There we go. That's one. Book of Oscar, we do have that, and Book of Wedge Office, we do have that. So let's go and send the invitation and check out the story, shall we? You enjoyed today's show, and it's like an old CRTV. All right, cool. Oh, it even has like the CRT effect where it has like the shadow behind it. I love that. I love that detail. Man, this is a throwback. Anyway. I left your heart's content at the end of the weary life, and maybe you could have a good eternity sleep. Okay, come on stage in person. So, performers. Be so delighted to join me on stage, wouldn't it? Even more laughter. Nail your heads, everyone. Have a gloomy, splody night. What kind of program are we watching? Noah. Okay. So corporate drone. I love the why do I have so many pockets? Anyway.
아직도 신경 쓰고 있어?
So bothered by what your boss said.
당연하지 않아? 이제 그런 고나리질은 정말 지긋지긋하다고.
Fucking nitpicks already. Oh, also, one thing that came to mind. I read some stuff up at the Night of Despair. I didn't realize that the sword attacks were actually ranged, so there was a better way to counter a lot of that. So I did realize that after reading some stuff. So just in case you were already writing your comment out, you guys are probably already posted your comments about it, but I did realize it eventually. So we may have another go at it at some point down the line. It's just there is probably no good way to beat that thing and beat Night of Despair in one go. So it's just knowing the gimmick. All right. So anyway. How could I not be sick of nitpicks like that already? Can't help it. We didn't make an error.
하지만 생각해봐. 그 수많은 화면 중에서 단 하나 정말 구석에 있던.
If all the screens had to be on the farthest corner.
그 중에서도 제일 끝자락 어둠의 구석에서 일어난 일이라고.
Darkest nook cranny at the edge.
그걸 두 눈으로 다 쫓을 수는 없잖아.
Can't possibly check them all. Is there just a bunch of TVs that?
산책오자고 한 거야?
Okay.
뭐 생각 정리도 할 겸. 게다가 우리 부서에서
Maybe I was smoking in her apartment.
그리고 길을 잃었고 전국을 찌르기는.
Did they go into the TV? Like what is? You have to point take that. Okay.
5년지기 친구라면 다 알고 있지 않겠어?
From a friend of 5 years. Can't hide anything.
길은 가다 보면 나오겠지. 그리고.
So they're in the dark at the moment.
이렇게 탁 트인 곳까지 온 건 오랜만이니까. 눈앞에 보이는 건 순 나무뿐이지만.
They're on the forest. Like what was the forest the birds are from?
누구 때문에 길을 잃었다고 생각해? 네, 죄송합니다.
Okay.
대체 뭐야? 산책로를 따라 걷고 있었는데 지금은 제대로 된 길도 아니고.
Because I mean, the thing about the apocalypse birds, I mean, that was a forest outside of the city, right? Or is that like just some random forest and they entered in through the door?
밤이라 어둡잖아.
Maybe.
길을 잘못 보고 들어온 걸 수도 있지.
아 몰라. 1시간 후면 정기 점검 시간도 끝날 텐데 제 시간에 자리를 못 지키게 생겼어.
이케야 잘리기밖에 더 하겠어.
It's worse that could happen again, getting fired.
농담이라도
Are you guys gonna get a random invite, I guess?
에마 너야 여기서 목이 날아가도 돈 걱정 안 하겠지만
For some
난
whatever
다르다고.
reason? You're just corporate drones at the moment, but
아니다. 아까 과장놈 뿔난 거 봤지?
okay.
그 정도로 화가 났다면 이미 자르려고 서류를 준비해뒀을지도 모르겠네. 내 자리 따위 이미 없을 수도 있고.
못하면 나에게
Sounds like standard
말하라니까.
corporate stuff.
네 꿈도 이룰 수 있게 도와준다고 했잖아. 너는 그런 화면이나 뚫어져라 봐야 하는 일보다 더 잘하는 게 있잖아. 재능 있는 일.
Man, this kind of hits hard with working corporate. Couple months ago. Yeah. It was yeah. I feel this.
예. 아주 눈물나게 고맙지만 부자들 인형놀이에 끼고 싶진 않네요. 그리고 꿈 접은 지가 언젠... 뭐야? 갑자기 멈춰서고.
Okay, what do you see?
위험하잖아.
What does Emma see?
저기 저거.
Look like a tent.
뭐? 그렇네. 산속에
What
누가
kind of
캠프라도
tent?
왔나?
그렇다면 사람이 살고 있을지도 몰라.
불안한데.
Is it a
정말
big
갈
tent?
거야?
What kind of tent are we talking about?
우리에게 친절히 길을 안내해줄지.
Oh yeah, it's a deep in the mountain trail location up there.
우와,
Guess I could have read that.
정말 넓다.
And just a big top. Okay, so it's like
조금
it's like a circus
멀리서 봤을
tent.
때보다 훨씬 더 근사한데?
Dilapidated, but it's much more fascinating close up.
책에서 본 적 있는데. 뭐라고 하더라?
A circus.
썩
Oh, you are terrifying. Okay.
쇼는 방금 막 끝난 참일
Just FYI for anyone watching this right now, I don't like clowns. I don't like them. So this is gonna be great for me. Anyway, meet our new guests and the ringmaster. The show just ended though. Oh, was this the guy that was talking on the TV?
뭐야?
Okay, who the hell are you?
이곳의 주인이라면 죄송해요. 길을 물을 사람이
Don't give us
있을까
directions.
싶어서 찾아왔습니다.
이런 곤란하게 되었군요.
Like a
그런 건
troubly
신경 쓰지
trouble.
마시죠.
No need to be sorry. No.
이것은 비린내 나는 도시 사람들에게 웃음을 주는
The 8 o'clock circus,
서커스입니다.
giving smiles to the smelly city dwellers.
통성명은 넘기겠습니다. 제 이름은 그닥 중요하지 않지요.
My name doesn't matter much. Well, I mean, it's Oswald, so you know.
이름을 밝히며 자기를 소개하는 시대는 이제 구닥다리라는 겁니다.
Are we ever past that era?
서로의
Why are we past that?
손목향이라도 맡아볼까요?
I'm sorry. What?
거절할게요.
Yeah, it's like no, thank you.
Emma,
I'm good, dog.
아무래도
Yeah,
이상한
I'm
것
good.
같아. 어서 나가자.
I don't think they're gonna let you skedaddle. I hate to say it.
에공, 제가 그렇게 무서우셨나요? 걱정은 마십시오. 이래봬도 모두의 혀를 레몬에 비비고 싶어하는
I'm sorry.
광대의
What is happening?
부분이니까요.
Please don't do that.
그리고 저분은 관심이 있으신 것 같은데.
No one ever seems curious about our circus, so Emma.
우와, 이것 봐 노아. 어둡긴 하지만 신기한 게 많이
What kind of
보여.
neat things you talking about? I feel like we're about to see something like
커다란
Lovetown.
공이랑 다양한 악기들.
Okay, no.
사자랑 코끼리도 있네.
Actual circus
그리고
stuff.
정말이네. 서커스장을 직접 보는 건 처음이야. 이런 서커스장은 이미 오래전에 사라졌다고 책에서 읽었는데.
So either they're ancient or they're keeping up old tradition and disguising it as murder.
더 궁금하지 않으신가요? 원하신다면 특별히 현장 학습의 기회를 드리죠.
Once in a lifetime field trip. I have a feeling it is a one-way field trip too.
마침 저도 너무 텁텁했거든요.
I'm feeling stale.
끝까지 알 수 없는 말이나 하고.
노아. 날이 어두워서 길도 안 보이고.
됐어. 난 어차피 잘릴 운명이니.
I mean, at least you've accepted the fact that you're getting fired. There's that, I guess.
농담도.
보기 좋은 우정이군요. 그럼 천천히 들어오시죠. 발밑 조심하고요. 배고픈 꽃이 확 물어버리는 수가 있답니다.
Hungry flowers may bite us?
뭘 물어?
이 친구는 사자 씨입니다.
I hear the
이곳에서
lion.
제일 가는 힘을 자랑하죠.
circus of 8 p.m. Tells Mr. Lyons the strongest power
겉은
here.
차갑고 날카로워 보이지만
Actually
속은
soft and warm like a
모피를
fur
덮은
coat. It's not a bad lion.
말랑한 사자랍니다. 실제로 사자씨 뱃속 이용 후기는 별점이 꽤 높다고요.
I'm sure. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they got eaten by him.
이 사자는
Oh.
이빨이 굉장히 둥글둥글하고 뭉툭하네.
Interesting.
무슨 소리야, 노아? 아무리 봐도 찔리면 피가 날 것 같이 뾰족한 이빨인데.
Are they seeing different things?
어두워서 잘못 본 걸 수도 있고 별로 들어가고 싶은 생각은 안 들지만.
코끼리 씨,
What is happening?
제일
Okay.
큰 소리를 낼 수 있죠. 정말이지. 시도 때도 없이 노래
For
부르는 것을
realsies.
좋아하는
Okay.
탓에 입에 사탕을 물려줄 수밖에 없었다니까요.
Give him a candy to keep him
소음
quiet?
문제로 신고당하고 싶지는 않거든요.
You're in the middle of the mountains. Who's going to report you for noise pollution?
무슨 외딴 곳인데 신고당할 리가 없.
바보 같은 소리. 케미 씨가 들으면 섭섭하겠어요.
Don't be a silly moose, Miss Ant.
이 있다고요.
Ant nest? But what
그
is
밖에 이너 씨, 육각 꽃갈모자 씨,
Miss
칼날 씨
Mermaid, Miss Hexagonal
많은 단원들이
Cone,
있답니다.
Hat, Mr. Knife, and me? What
특히
is?
이너 씨는 바다를 무서워해서 저희 단원에 들어왔답니다. 땅에
보통 인어는 바다나 물 속에
Okay,
있다고
yeah, I thought-
하는데.
Yeah, mermaids should be in the ocean.
어휴, 이래서 머리에 식은 밥이 든 사람은
Hold rice for. This guy's expressions throw me through. I'm being pulled in several different
기본
directions.
상식 중에 상식일 텐데요. 바다에 있으면
The uppity
물고기밥이
most,
되기 쉬운
very
걸
basics.
모르시는 건가요?
그러니까 인어는 물고기.
Mermaids are fish too.
헛소리.
Bonkers.
물고기들은 원래 물고기를 먹고 산단 말이에요. 하, 답지 않게 흥분했네요. 어디까지 이야기했었죠?
Where is this go? I have
Lemon
no
Clown
idea where
씨.
this is going right now.
이런 멋있는 단어들은
Mr.
처음
Lemon
봐요.
Clown. Okay. The coolest circus crew I've ever seen. It is the only circus crew you've ever seen.
뭔가 특별해요. 제 마음속에 그렇게 남는 것
Some kind of
같아요.
like hypnotizing effect going on.
설마 이 정신 나간 곳이 마음에 든다는 개소리를 하고 싶은 거야?
그런 섭섭한 소리 하지 마, 노아. 이렇게나
Is it? Because it looks like there's some kind of arm right there with some stitches. Yeah, I don't know.
그리고 요즘 같은 세상에 웃음을 줄 수 있다잖아. 서커스라니.
됐어. 이런 미친 곳. 있을 거면
So Noah's
너 혼자
leaving.
있어.
흔치 않은 기회인데.
Yeah, something's off.
저희와 함께하고 싶으세요?
You want to join us?
아니, 그게
Wants your show.
그냥
그거 참 아쉽군요. 다들 제 말과 행동을 이해해주지 못하고 하나둘 떠나기
I have a feeling
시작했죠.
joining isn't what we think it is.
그런 제 곁에 남아있어 준 것은 제 비밀 친구들 뿐이었습니다.
Secret pals.
저게 속 젤리빈을 꺼내 먹는 인어. 키가 너무나도 커서 하늘의 구름을 마시고 사는 햄스터.
Is this a riddle or just nonsense? Snacks on jelly beans, inside seashells. The hamster's so tall he can drink clouds off the sky. Oh dear.
하루하루를 열심히 사람들에게 웃음을 주기 위해
I
노력했던
miss
저의
the sun.
정성을 갸륵히 여겨.
It must have been this will make your wish come true.
바로 제 비밀 친구들과 뛰놀 수 있게 해주겠다는 머리가 다
Are you the only one
터지는
here?
소원이었죠.
Also, the voice actor's doing an amazing job.
그래서 저는 지금의 서커스 단원들과 즐겁게 쇼를 하며 꿈을 이룬 행복한 하루하루를 보내고 있답니다.
Okay.
행복. 꿈?
그런 저희에게 마음이 끌린다는 것은 당연하지요. 이해 못하는 것도 아닙니다.
정말 서커스를 함께
Can I really
한다면
be happy if I join your circus?
행복해질 수 있어?
당연하죠. 순간순간이 아마 짜릿한 후추 맛으로 가득할
Are the weird
거예요.
animals people that they brought in, maybe? Like the mermaid and the elephant and the lion? Maybe? I'm still trying to figure out why Noah saw them blunt and Emma saw them like sharp and piercing.
어차피 이번에 실수한 건으로 제2사에서도 잘리지.
Okay, so you work for J Corp.
다시 뒷골목으로
I
돌아가기도
don't want to go
싫고.
back to the back streets either.
다행히 잘리지 않는다고 해도 그 지옥 같은 곳에 다시 들어가고 싶지 않아.
Wow, so Noah changed
난
quite quickly.
그저 더 높은 곳에서 세상과 하늘을 바라보고 싶었을 뿐이야. 어차피 내 꿈 따위 밑바닥에 있는 이상 이룰 수 없다는 건 누구보다 잘 알고 있었다고.
Okay.
기껏 발버둥쳐 올라온 곳에서 지루하기 짝이 없는 화면이나 보고 있다가
Gradually call my
잘리는
web. I
꼴이라니.
stare at boring screens until I get fired. Yeah. I kind of relate. I hate that I relate to that because like I felt like I worked really hard for like 6 years in corporate, and I got to a certain position. I was like, yeah, I'm doing great, and then it just all got thrown out the window. Yeah, I hate how real that is.
내가 도와줄 수 있다면
뭐?
Anything I can help you with. I'm gonna mockery of me.
정말 끝까지 나를 놀리네. 매번 돈.
Money.
돈으로 해결해 주겠다고 하지. 돈을 주면 전부 해결된다고
Yeah, that's not how
생각하는
that works.
애초에 잘난 삶 놔두고 왜 나를 따라 그런 거지 같은 부서로 왔어? 아니다. 이제 됐어. 거기 광대. 나를 단원으로 맞이해줘.
Really? I have a feeling this is not gonna end up well at all.
분위기가 좋아 보이지 않네요.
Yikes and a half.
그런 못된 놈물 친구와 함께 있다면 저희 단원이 될 수 없답니다.
Hanging out with those meanie tears.
그래, 제가 못난 이 친구와 작별 인사할 수 있도록 도와드리죠. 자, 그럼
Oh boy.
드디어 눈을
Oh
뜨셨군요.
boy.
하도 안 일어나시길래 닭다리를 코앞에 놓아드려야 하나 걱정했다.
Oh no, what did you do?
세상이 너무 많아.
The worlds? My eyes? There's too many worlds?
머리가 어지러울 정도로 많다고.
Oh, now his title changed. Circus Trooper.
걱정하지 마세요. 곧
You'll get it soon.
익숙해질 거예요.
Okay. Soon to use enough. Or,
관찰력이
whoa,
좋고
my brain just kind of
호기심이
broke with
많은
those words.
당신에게, 그리고 누구보다 다양한 세상을 높은 곳에서 보고 싶었던 당신에게
Okay.
바닥의 개미부터 천장의 거미까지 눈맞춤 할 수 있도록 해드렸어요.
Oh, wait,
이건 선물인 거죠.
Did he give him... Wait. I gave you eyes that can glance at everything, from ants on the floor to spiders on the ceiling. Consider it as a welcome... No, not like fly eyes or something, right?
무슨 말도 안 되는.
Okay, where's Emma?
걱정 마, 도아. 네가 어디 있는지 볼 수는 없어도
Oh, is Emma blind?
계속 네 곁에 있었어. 드디어 물질이 아닌 나로서
Oh,
너를 도울 수
boy.
있게 됐네.
So, wait, can you not walk anymore? What is going on down here? What happened to these guys?
나는 네 말대로 온실 속 화초같이 자라서 아는 게 많이 없어.
What is that thing in the background? What are you? Is that the elephant?
눈에 담아도 그대로 흘러갈 뿐.
Okay.
내가 너를 높여줄게. 너는 높은 곳에서 더 많은 걸 눈에 담을 수 있을 거야.
선물이 마음에 드신 것 같아 다행입니다.
So what did he do? Like, it almost seems like Emma has a puppet, like... I mean, they both seem kind of like
다만
puppets at the moment,
두
but
분께 한 가지 부탁드릴 것이
if I asked you
있습니다.
to, however,
그게 뭐지?
what's that?
사실 얼마 전 악당들이 저희 서커스 천막 안으로 쳐들어오더니
Is swallow my...
제
with the
친구들을
library?
홀라당 먹어버렸답니다. 가엾은 하마시와
Miss Hippo and
곰돌이
Mr. Ball.
씨. 저는 너무 슬퍼서 입꼬리가
My
소시지
frown was as
생길
long as
정도로
3 sausages. Man, this guy's
있었답니다.
expressions are
게다가 그
wild.
사람들 때문에 제 크고 훌륭한 궁전이 무너져 버렸다고요.
Okay.
그거 심하네요.
Who are the
누가 그런
culprits?
짓을 했나요?
Let me guess, the library.
그들이 누군지는 중요하지 않아요. 중요한 건
Yep, there it is.
그들이
All right.
도서관이라는 곳에 갔다는 거예요.
So I'm assuming we're actually either going to fight those guys they just mentioned, or we're going to fight Noah and Emma right off the bat.
사람들의 환상적인 서커스는 여태껏 실패해 본 적이 없는데
Yeah, you're not going to move Angela's.
그들의 마음을
Yeah,
흔들 수 없었습니다.
yeah, that was doomed to fail.
저는 알고 싶어요. 어째서? 아니지. 어째서 그들이 저의 재롱에도
How they didn't
곧
pop
퍼지지
their flowers.
않으셨는지
I don't like that.
궁금하답니다.
I don't like that expression.
그들의 책을 읽을 수 있다면
We can read their
그런
books, and it'll serve as so
사람들도
entertaining, and people like them
소금을
shake their
털어넣을 수 있을 정도로
salts.
재미있는
Don't you think?
서커스를 할 수 있지
Are these
않겠어요?
actual expressions, or is this guy talking nonsense? I have never heard any of these expressions ever in my life. That isn't.
그렇지만
I don't.
그 방법이
I don't understand.
더욱 더 성대한 서커스를 열 수 있겠지.
They even hold a grander circus.
정말 들어가도 괜찮을까?
Really okay to enter that place? No, it's not. You will die,
어쩜 이리
and we will take your
상냥할
book.
수가. 역시 제 눈은 틀리지 않았답니다. 무사히 돌아오신다면 파티라도 열어드려야겠네요.
Oh, and there's the lion. Huh.
그런
Okay.
건조가 덩덩 띄운 바다 칵테일과 사자갈기 칠리 튀김은 정말 별미거든요.
And once again, Sea cocktail garnished with a piece of cloud and a lion's mane chili fries. I have no idea, dude. I think he's just nonsense.
에마, 갈까?
네가 원한다면.
So, yeah, it looks like you kind of were given spider eyes. What is that?
휴, 준비할 게
You have a lot to prepare.
많아졌어요.
I mean, I know it's an anglerfish,
우선
but
두
good
분을 위해
grief.
이빨이 부러질 정도로 상을 차려야겠네요.
They'll make their teeth
서커스를
grown.
함께할 단원분들도 모집해야 하고.
I guess that's Mr. or Mrs. Mermaid.
연습에, 그리고 또 어머, 누가 이렇게
Oh.
미안할까요?
Hi! I wouldn't expect to see you so soon. Oh, this is where he appeared? He appeared at the circus?
어디지?
Okay.
분명 난 도서관 안에서 싸우고 있었는데.
설마 새로운 광대분이신가요? 아니면
아니,
This is gonna be interesting.
뭐든 간에 좋습니다. 광대님을 위한 작은 공연 정도야 누워서 식은껌
Should be as easy as
씹으십시오.
chewing cold pie flavored gum. You know, I'm gonna start using these around my friends and see what their reactions are. Yeah.
이것은
Yep.
8시의 서커스.
8 o'clock circus, yep.
돗자리를 잃어버린 도시 사람들에게
Either this guy's gonna get slaughtered
풍겨주는 것이죠.
or he's gonna do something bad to Philip.
뭐? 8시에
8 o'clock circus.
하.
Oh, we're gonna find out probably till the next one. I
싶었는데
was wondering where Philip got sent to the Austria's device and had to be dropped there of all places.
저 미친 광대가 또 무슨 짓을 할지 궁금한 거.
Okay, so Roland knows this
조금 더
guy.
보여주지. 참 애매한 곳에서
The invitation cuts things
끝낸단
off at odd timing. Should have shown us a bit more.
이번에 들어오는 손님은 아니니까
That's days, I guess it doesn't matter much.
초대장은 필요한 부분만 보여주니까.
Okay. So
너무
yeah, I mean, the
불편하지
invitation shows us what we are supposed to see, and that's that.
맞는 말이네.
Fair enough.
그건 그렇다 치고 키 큰 녀석과 눈이 4개 달린
All guy and the guy with
녀석과
4 eyes literally both look
어느
fancy, but neither
쪽이든
seems normal.
화려하지만 정상은 아니군.
도움을 받아야만 높이 설 수 있는 사람.
Okay.
잘 모르겠네.
뭐 부잣집 자식이 아닌 이상 어쩔 수 없지 않겠어? 아무리 재능이 뛰어나다고 한들 돈이 받쳐주지 않으면 소용이 없다고.
노력만으로는 인정받을 수 없다는 걸 말하고 싶은
Hard
거야.
work alone cannot earn recognition.
정말 천운인 극소수를 제외하면 거의 그런 경우가 많지.
그럼 네 말대로 돈을 받으면 행복해질 수 있는 거잖아. 기뻐하기는커녕 도리어 화를 내던가?
Having more money would lead to happiness, but the man we saw was angry about the idea rather than being happy. Why
그건
is that?
사람마다 달라.
First person to
마지막까지
person.
남은 자존심일 수도 있고
Pride.
돈 밝히고 친구 사귄다는 이야기를 들을 수도 있고
Yeah. Okay.
도와주기 위해서 돈을 준다는 건 기쁜 일이지만 분함과 함께
It makes you feel like you're not doing enough or not enough. Yeah.
분하다니 어떤 점이?
What about what?
상대방은 이렇게 흔쾌히 건네줄 수 있는 돈인데 나는 겨우 그 정도밖에 안 되는 돈에 모든 걸 포기했다는 것.
Yeah.
더군다나
Okay.
그 삶에 자신의 친구까지 끌어들인 게 괴롭지 않겠어?
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can understand why Noah was feeling the way
상대방은
they were
도움을
feeling.
주는 방법을 잘 모르는 게 아니었을까?
뭐가 어떻든 듣는 사람이
That's one thing I've had to realize over time
거야.
is that I had some of that pride, and it's okay to let people help you if you want to. You know, of course, there's a difference between taking advantage and being thankful for the things people were wanting to do for you. So yeah, I've had to learn that within recent years because I like, admittedly, I had a lot of pride and I wanted everything done myself, and like I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to rely on others too much, and I had to learn it's okay to do that.
그렇구나.
그런데 저 녀석들은 저런 꼴이 되어서도 이루고 싶을 만큼
That's desperate to achieve their dreams, huh?
세상은 넓고 이상한 놈들은 많구만. 도피처를 찾는 걸 이해 못하는 건 아니지만
And they knew they couldn't get back, they were gonna get fired, so
흉측한 몸뚱이를 생각하니
like, well, what else would we do?
구역질이 날 것 같네.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh no, yeah, because like all of we didn't really see any of their body except their faces.
괜한 호기심은 접어두는 게 좋아. 지금은 접대에 집중하도록 해.
Focus on the reception for now.
나 제대로 걷고 있는
Okay,
거
so
맞아?
Emma is blind.
아직 도서관에 도착하려면
I'm on the right track, and then Noah guides.
아니, 바로 앞에 있어.
Yeah.
혹시 모르니까 천천히 걸어가도록 해.
So Noah can see a lot. Emma can't see it all.
괴물들이 득실된다더니 생각보다 조용하고 깔끔한데?
우리 서커스장만큼은 아니지만 분명 크고 멋있는 곳인 것 같아. 천장이 느껴지지 않거든.
I think this place is big and fancy. Okay, yeah. So Emma's like, I think I was going to say you wouldn't be able to tell. Whoa, hello. Greetings, dear guests. This is the first time we've got a. Is this the first time we've got a CG for the guests? I think so.
저는 도서관의 관장이자 사서 엔젤라라고 합니다.
Okay.
안녕하세요.
You hear my voice?
들리시나요?
Yes.
그렇게 크게 외치시지 않아도
There's no need to shout at the top of your lungs.
저 사람 바로 아래에 있어.
Yeah, bless buddy, old pal.
그리고 바로 옆에서 들어야 하는 내 생각도 좀 해주라고.
I guess you don't have legs, so you have. Okay, so it's basically have to work together. You don't have legs. You have. Emma has to carry you, or I guess. But it looks like you're riding on Emma's shoulder. I don't know what's going on here.
키가 커지면 작은 사람들이 내 목소리를 잘 듣지 못할 것 같아서.
You're not that tall. I mean, you're tall, but that's not how audio works.
엔젤라, 이번에 책을 무사히 다 얻는다면 저희 공연에 초대하도록 할게요.
분명 책에는 더 많은 사람이 행복해질 방법이
Those books can
적혀
make
있을 거니까.
people more happy.
지금 차갑게 쏘아보는 너도 웃게 할 수 있겠지.
Your cold stare to a hearty smile. Good luck with that one.
행복하게 해드릴 테니 기다리세요.
So please look forward to it.
네,
I appreciate your
말씀은
sentiment. This is like the first
감사합니다.
kind of somewhat decent conversation
Goody.
between Angela and a guest.
당신의 책을 찾을 수
She also
있게.
hesitated on that one too. Huh. Whoa. So Emma is massive. Emma's page, monkey, elephant. Oh, these guys came with. Okay, so there's lion, there's monkey, there's elephant. There's no special things on these. There's just they just have their attacks. And then we have all of this. And I'm gonna read this for next time because that was a longer story segment than I thought. I'm already at almost an hour and 30 into this recording. So this might be a longer episode. I know I said it was going to be a short one, but it ended up being longer. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We have quite the next event, so I hope you're looking forward to it. But if you have any feedback down below, please let me know. I greatly appreciate it as always. Thank you guys for spending some of your time here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.